Now, I hear you once said that the poor folk who used to toast my health on their knees outside the gates were a little too much.
Yes?
Why?
You don't need sycophancy.
To have somebody's diary is the best tool you could possibly have in preparation to sort of playing that person. So, and it's all in there. It's packed full of all of his turbulent marriage to Elizabeth, which is what we kind of really specifically look at in this drama. His sort of ambitions at work. He was an amazingly clever, passionate person about the city. He was a social climber. He was all these things, and I think we've given him a real kind of three-dimensional, truthful portrayal of him. The great thing about this drama is that you see a whole plethora of society, from the angry working classes in the street all the way up to the king and the court and everybody in between. And I guess, in a way, Pepys is the middleman. So he, in some respects, is an everyman, and he kind of links those two worlds. But I certainly haven't played in London, no.
There's a flaming fire going on.
Yeah, no, that we ditched that idea.
I wouldn't be so sure. The alternative to sycophancy is contempt, which, if you are king, can lead to some very unhappy consequences.
Forgive me, but the alternative to sycophancy is respect, which is a sounder basis for government.
But the people do respect me. Do they not? That is what my courtiers always tell me.
The wig, of course, was that a huge part of the appeal of the part?
It was quite daunting when I first saw it in the makeup bus. There it was, you know. But and I had to accommodate it a bit on the screen. The DOP said, we actually can't see your face, Danny. You need to turn around a little bit more. So once we got over that problem, it was absolutely fine. And those sort of things you just have to embrace, actually. But, you know, the wigs were like a prop, you know, and it's a great moments in the drama when he chooses to take it off, and of course everybody was trying to emulate the king, and the king was sort of balding with grey hair, hence why he wore the wig in the first place, and so everybody copied that.
Did you take the wig home in order to rehearse? Did you wear it out in the streets just to get used to it, down the pub on the tube?
Yeah, I went all Mike Lee method on it. I banged on my periwig and jumped on the circle line.
I think that would be true if the people saw a little more of you.
Explain.
An increasingly common view is that you're consumed by the pursuit of pleasure and surrounded by sycophants who will not dare tell you you're bankrupting the country.
Make no mistake that the people of that time really felt that this was the end, and it was a disaster in every respect of the word. You know, all of the people taking their possessions and fleeing to the Thames, and they thought that they would lose everything. And why was it started? Was it to get rid of the plague? Was it a papist plot to dethrone the king? All of that is again explored, which gives it a great element to it.
Was this also is this also a very long-winded way of saying don't go north of the river?
I'm not answering that. I'm a Londoner through and through, so I don't want to annoy anyone in the south.